This video is sponsored by PotownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCGO code cards. Whether you're looking for that last card to complete your online deck or just to get the latest booster packs in town, they literally have everything, and you can use the coupon code ZapDoesTCG for 5% off on your complete order. Then there's also Cardmarket.com. This is a European platform where you're able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. I personally use it every single day to get rid of cards that I don't need, to get the cards that I really need for competitive tournaments. Also, this video is sponsored by YourPlaymat.com. This is a website to create your own custom playmat. Ideal for the new season. Upload your favorite wallpaper or unique logo and they turn it into a beautiful playmat. You can get 10% off by clicking the link down below, and they ship worldwide, so definitely check it out. Last but certainly not least is DragonShield.com. There are links down below for Europe and US people all alike, and you're gonna be able to, of course, buy sleeves, binders, and deck boxes, which, of course, Dragon Shield is the best brand out there to protect those beautiful cards. The sleeves are very good. As you can see, they shuffle really well, and I definitely recommend everybody getting a couple of these sleeves. Thanks for sticking around with the commercials, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace! Sup YouTube, it's ZapDoesTCG here, and welcome back to our TCG battle video on my channel. Today we're going to be checking out Goodra VSTAR with Arceus VSTAR, and yeah, Goodra is very good. They got 2 placements in the top 16 and the Peoria Regionals with over 1,000 players. Big shout out to Fred Singer, actually getting 12 plays with this exact 60. If you guys are hyped for today's video, be sure to let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button and subscribe for daily Pokemon TCG content. So Goodra VSTAR is great because of the Moisture Star ability, allowing you to, of course, heal up Goodra VSTAR instantly. That means if Pat is not down and you are not KO'd by an attack, you can instantly heal up that damage. You also have Rolling Iron, slapping 200 and healing 80. Actually not healing 80, getting 80 reduction when the opponent attacks you next turn, which is great. But you have healing with the form of Hyper Potion on top of Crystal Cave. So with Moisture Star, with Crystal Cave, with Hyper Potion and the defense that Radiant Gardevoir provides, all of our Pokemon take 20 less damage from the opponent's V. This is going to be such an annoying tank to deal with, for sure. We use Arceus VSTAR with the Trinity Nova to set up the energy cost on the Rolling Iron, as we've come to know with like Arceus Tina or Arceus whatever bulky Pokemon you want to be utilizing Arceus with. Arceus is good, and we're going to be utilizing the Big Parasol. Big Parasol is very great because it actually protects yourself against Star Requiem from something like the Giratina VSTAR, and also can be very great against Sableye spread shenanigans. We have extra supporters in here. We have Melony to get energies up on our field, so you don't always have to worry about, oh, I whiffed the first turn energy attachment. As long as you can quick ball a water energy and find Melony the following turn, you're still good to go. You can combine that with, of course, the Star Burst, so nothing to worry about here. On top of that, just research Marnie, and then also a one-off Avery just to bully cards like the Regis. So we're gonna be testing this out, and also it's very great against Palkia. Let us be honest, using Avery against Palkia is just fantastic. So hopefully you guys are excited for some good decks today. So as you see, Goodra, some nice wordplay right there. People say like it is not bad draw, it is Goodra, because now it has 2 placements in the top 16, and that's how people give it some respect. The cool thing is with Goodra is that you have some Duraludon vibes going around with you. You don't have the crazy ability like Skyscraper, but you have the ability built in. And look at this hand. What can you do with a hand like this? This is classic TCGO for you folks. Not even an Arceus, not even a first turn attachment. That's just, and the opponent has 3 Pokemon already. That's just really, really sad. And they are having, yeah, what is this? Triple Hyper Potion in the opening hand. Well, we of course have Crystal Cave and a lot of Hyper Potion. Let's just hope that the Pokegear can provide us with something like a Marnie. Oh yeah, the opponent Marnie is for us. Fantastic, because we just started with Goodra and that's all we have. So I wanted to be the first Arceus player to attack, but unfortunately this did not happen. We do have Quick Ball here. We have access to the Goodra VSTAR, so we can heal off all that damage. We have Switch and Escape Rope, so the opponent just goes for Trinity Charge. Setting up the Flying Pikachu over here. I'm actually very glad that I got Marnie, because our hand was so unplayable. I don't know if the opponent has Choice Belt or Zigzagoon. Should we worry about it? We'll figure it out together. I'm not going to be utilizing Ultra Ball here. This list is also not running any other shenanigans. Maybe the Quick Ball first, getting an Arceus and then go from there. Or just use Avery in the first place. Maybe getting out. I'm just going to go for getting rid of this Ultra Ball here. We're just going to get out an Arceus. Let's go. Radiant Gardevoir is also part of the squad. And then maybe we can draw some great draw supporters that we were having in the early phase of the game with this Avery. Not even finding an energy, as mentioned, is not that bad because we have Melony and we have Quick Ball in hand already. We can get, of course, something going with like the V-Star, getting the water energy and a switch card, and then use the Quick Ball. And we also will need to find DTE as well. There's 4 DTEs in here. We can also still get Marnie. The cool thing is that we can just heal off the Goodra as long as we evolve it, so the opponent has a turn where they're absolutely doing nothing at all. I'm very curious to see how this will go. We had the most terrible start in the world, and sometimes that is definitely going to be causing some games to go wrong here and there. I'm just glad the DTE is the way it goes around, because that means he's only slapping 180 with Choice Bell, still not a KO, unless they are playing the annoying Galarian Zigzagoon. Now we are very scared with, of course, the Star Birth. What could go wrong here? I'm not afraid of the Max Balloon here, because like Max Balloon is only slapping 160. If we can get Radiant Gardevoir to join our team on the bench here, we're actually going to be having a reduction of 100. So, and then with Crystal Cave, Pikachu is probably going to be doing zero things to us. B-Barrel. This first Goodra can, of course, get slapped away. But we can instantly heal that off, so we don't have the liability right there. What do? We go for Evolution Incense, get Arceus V-Star, and with Arceus V-Star we get ourselves a Water Energy and a DTE. Hopefully we will do find a Switch card with that, otherwise things could go wrong very quickly. A Switch card could, oh yeah, this is actually super huge. The Path to the Peak being slapped down will force us to utilize the attack. What do we have here of an attack? Like, your opponent switches are active. Okay, they get Cheer and Scare. Okay, that's a super useful tech card here. We just need to get a Goodra setup in any shape or form. 180. We do have the Hyper Potion. We can just stall a little bit. Like, that is an option, but that's... yeah, just an army of Pikachus here. Sure. They also have Darkness energies in their lists. Okay, we have the Crystal Cave. That's nice. So we Crystal Cave, we Evolution Incense, find ourselves Arceus. I don't know if we will find a switch out. There is one switch, one rope. That's definitely not a lot. Arceus V-Star. We can evolve here. Next up, we can go for the Marnie, but I really want to get like an attack going this turn. I don't mind giving up on this Goodra here. I'm actually just gonna go for Star Birth, and I will grab myself. We have 4 DTEs. The chance of us drawing into DTE is way higher than us drawing into a switch card, so I think I will just take the switch. The rope is pretty useless. Let's just take the switch. And a Water Energy, I suppose. Maybe we draw into the DTE and everything will go our way. Maybe it doesn't. Quick Ball, Water Energy away. Finding ourselves another Goodra. And now it's time for Melony. Please, DTE, show up. 39 cards, 4 DTEs in the deck, and there is the DTE. The chances like this is why I play the game. We're gonna have the Goodra V-Star here. Locked and loaded, ready to go. We can switch around to Arceus V-Star, get an attack off. We are not able to use Moisture Star this way because of the fact that we had to use the Star Birth to get everything going, but this is still alright. Trinity Nova, we're getting an attack off. That's fantastic. We're gonna have Water, Metal, and this attack cost is actually a cardless, so you can get whatever card you want. Maybe this is the better option here. This one, and this one. I wonder if he's gonna have Boss's Orders or not. If he does find Boss's Orders here, we both actually utilize our V-Star here. If he does go for Boss's Orders, then This guy could get damaged and trapped a little bit. We are just gonna utilize Crystal Cave until this guy is healed up, or just attach DTE and use Hyper Potion on it. Yeah, we're struggling our way back into this game. Maybe we should have not like evolved this little Goodra, but on the other sense, we still have another Goodra left, and there's still Evolution, Incense, and Ultra Balls left in the deck. 2 Ultra Balls, might I add. Double Pikachu VMAX, so a lot of VMAXs up on board. The cool thing for prize mapping right now is that there's an Arceus VSTAR that gives up 2 prize cards. There's a B-Barrel that gives up 1 prize card, and then we just need to KO 1 Flying Pikachu VMAX. As long as we can get the attack off of the fantastic Rolling Iron, things will go smoothly from there on out. Smooth sailing is fantastic. Maybe we should put the big Parasol onto the Goodra or whatever, because we don't want to be drawing into it. I really wanted to keep that card, because if we draw into Ultra Ball, we can then have a way, we can Ultra Ball and then Marnie. That's why I did not utilize the big Parasol quite yet. Here comes a Max Balloon. Not too impressed by that. Okay, there's a Boss's Orders. That's actually pretty huge. We could boss something up. We also have Big Charm, by the way. I'm gonna be putting the big Parasol on here. The Big Charm could be super useful. We need to up our hands. We have, of course, big. How many Boss's Orders here? 3 Boss's Orders, 0 in the discard pile. I think we need some hand advantage for sure. Could Marnie the opponent, give him a little slap. Hopefully, do draw into the Goodra VSTAR and see how we go from there on out. Come on, let's go. We have another DTE here. We have an Ordinary Rod as well. Interesting. Where do we put that DTE though? We're only slapping 200, which is actually a great number. 180 is also still a great number. I think I will just put an energy like this guy. We can heal that off if we have that energy on here. The other one is, this is why we'll get healed up like 150. 30 less damage, 140. Let's just enter DTE here. We Trinity Nova, get some damage across the field. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Getting them all equipped. This guy only slaps 160, so that's like peanuts. We can heal off all the damage, and we have double the Poke Gear. So we're starting to feel like a Duraludon VMAX at this point. We have a lot of Boss's Orders as well. And with this attack, slapping 140, we're actually able to KO the Flying Pikachu that is causing us trouble as well. He could actually go for Cheer and Scare, making our life a little bit more miserable, but we'll see how it goes. Lots of Pokemon on the bench though. Wants to be drawing with the B-Barrel. Cheer and Scare, okay, that's fine. Our attack is negated, but we're just gonna focus on both the VMAXs now. We have triple the Boss's Orders. He can switch around to this Pikachu and be fine with it, because we still have enough balls to finish up on the game. And as long as we utilize Goodra in all its glory, we should be having an advantage at this point. Don't know if they're playing Raihan or not. They could be playing Raihan. There's like double Flying Pikachu VMAX, which makes sure that we cannot hit with like 160, right? We can just use the Goodra here. It's time for Goodra action. Let's go. We have a Melony here. That's actually super nice. Melony is super nice to draw cards, but I'm actually just gonna go for Crystal Cake first. See what the Poke Gears are giving us. Pokegear gives us the Boss's Orders, allowing us to KO this one. Gets us 3 prize cards, and then the following turn we can go for other things. Like at this point, 180 reduction is actually pretty ridiculous, to be honest. Yeah, I'll take the Boss's Orders, thank you very much. We will gust this one up. And then we will hang on with these cards. We can still Melony and all that later. For now, it's time for the Rolling Tackle to finally come into place. We take 80 reduction with the tanky Goodra VSTAR. Crystal Cave also being in play, and we could have capabilities of course, healing like crazy. We have Evolution Incense. Our second Goodra will come live very, very shortly, and the second Goodra has capabilities of utilizing Hyper Potion on it, so that's gonna be fantastic. What do we need to do? We need to slap into Flying Pikachu VMAX. Okay, there's a path to the peak. No more crystal caves. I think we have... Okay, we get Marnie, which is actually a very good Marnie because our hand... Well, it had a draw supporter, but I really want to have like some more aggressive ways. Like there's the big charm. That's nice. We have the DTE as well. That's actually super great. We have double the hyper potion. And this guy takes 80 reduction. Don't forget. 80 reduction. We can put... all of these cards didn't contain like the hyper potion that I wanted. So if I Marnie right now, there's already like a bunch of like 7 cards on the bottom of the deck. If I Marnie now, I'll probably draw into the hyper potions, which is definitely going to be helping out here. Max Balloon, slapping a measly 80 freaking damage. That's like absolutely nothing. So I'm actually just going to hope we do draw into that hyper potion. We're going to be attaching that... double turbo over here. Gonna be giving the big charm onto our big boy as well. Alright, and then we're gonna be going for a Marnie, hoping to draw into the fantastic hyper potion, which actually happens here. We also could slap down like a 2-prizer. This Radiant Gardevoir is actually irrelevant, but could help out to reduce the damage even further. So reduction here with the Radiant Gardevoir. We're going to be going for the Hyper Potion here on the active, healing off all that damage. Even though Gardevoir does not work because of pads, it is definitely going to be nice. They could stall it out, but it doesn't matter in the prize race, so it is great for us. Another Rolling Iron, and the only thing that stands between us and the victory is, of course, a Boss's Orders. We have utilized only one Boss's Orders, and yeah, we just have to hope we draw into it. There was no Boss's Orders on the bottom of the deck, so we eventually will draw into it. And we still have a lot of ways we can like slap damage. There's still our backup Goodra on the bench. And even though we had like a very horrible opening turn, the Goodra deck is so strong that you don't care about weak openings like that. Okay, what is he gonna do? He needs to take 4 prize cards. Even if he wants to like take out this measly Gardevoir here, he could do that. How many pads have been utilized? 1 pad in the discard pile. How many crystal caves in the discard pile? 1. So the price, actually the stadium war is actually going pretty well. Okay, he's just gonna trap Gardevoir, maybe taking a 1 KO here on the Gardevoir, which we actually don't care about. This is fine. Yeah, you can take that prize card. It's not gonna matter in the prize trade, so he can take a prize card, but that's all he's gonna do. Maybe he's looking for like a pal pad so he can cheer and scare again. The only thing we need to do is like boss up this flank Pikachu. Unless it like randomly plays Collapse Stadium, we should be fine. Alright. Goodra, you're up again. We have the Boss's Orders raw, that's what I said. This is well played. Goodra, annihilate! So that's how Goodra eats up these Flying Pikachu. Flying Pikachu not well positioned in this metagame. It was a great pick for the World Championships over in London. But right now, it actually has fallen down the wayside so much because of all these Lost Zone engine decks and also Goodra being a very great way that the meta has shaped up. Other decks we still need to check out are like the Blizzy Miltank deck that saw a resurgence over at the late night tournament. If you have any other suggestions, feel free to let me know down below in the comment section. Let's get a discussion started and maybe I can make that video for you guys. So as you can see, we didn't even have Arceus attachment on the first turn and we were still able to win. This is the exact same thing that could happen against Lost Zone boxes or maybe even Gigas. Regigigas is not able to one-hit KO Goodra. And you do have that wonderful Moisture Star, although they could be running Path, but you do have Crystal Caves of yourself. Alright, this time around we start with a mulligan. The opponent is playing Carlos, so they could be potentially playing Blizzy. Still not 100% certain on that. Okay, we have Arceus. Now we have a lot of Pokemon. Okay, mulligan here. Big Charm and Water Energies. Okay. That could still be anything. I'll just start off with our Arceus and see if we can manage to get a first turn energy attachment. Even though we're running 13 energies, we don't draw into it. We can, of course, slap the Goodra down and just cry a little bit. 2 games and 2 times we don't have Arceus attachment. It just feels like I get hammered. Like I get Crushing Hammer turn 1. Okay, the opponent is playing Lake Equity? Oh, they're playing Arc Intel, right? Alright. Arc Intel. They do have the first turn energy attachment. Makes me really, really sad. Big Charm gonna be on the Goodra here. We have so many supporters, but in this situation, I'm actually fine to just dig deeply. I want to get everything. I want to get that Trinity charge going. We whiff out on the card that I really wanted, but alright. Evolution Incense, we get what? All of our Goodras priced? This game could not get any better. This game could not get any better. So, attachment here, I suppose. Then we try to Starbirth before he Starbursts us. This and a boss, so maybe we can find. This feels so bad. I'll take these and then hope I can find a Goodra from. He could just Marnie me. He could do that if he wants to. Like we just Starbirth, but I was afraid of getting Path to the Peak, so that's why I used my Starbirth earlier. And all of our Goodra V-Stars chilling out, waiting the prize cards, and there's no way to get it. Like even if he would have played like Hisuian Heavy Ball, the 2 Goodras V-Stars in the prize cards means that we are in such a disadvantage at this stage. Also, this Goodra deck is super defensive, so no need for Choice Belt or something like the Galarian Zigzagoon here. So, oh yeah, we're getting Marnied instantly. This is gonna be feeling super bad now. We probably won't draw into our last boss, right? Probably not. This is feeling super bad. We still have Radiant Gardevoir, I suppose, and there's absolutely nothing. We need to top back like the double turbo energy. Like if we didn't utilize the Starbirth there, he could have just drizzled for a Path to the Peak and things would have been bad regardless. There's the Starbirth, probably Scoop Up Net and DTE, and we're gonna get slapped in the face by inconsistency. So that's something you can have with the Goodra VSTAR deck, even though like the main core and power is great. Super similar to the Rilladan that you can actually brick like crazy, which is something that happens right now. Alright, Trinity Nova. If we don't draw into a DTE or supporter, we did research all of our supporters away. There's still like access to like Avery research, etc. We get nothing. That's just well played. We are out of here because they have Chair and Scares. We already know they have Palpats. This is not a great matchup for us if we don't get the first attack off. So Arc Intel, like lots of Arceus builds, making a little bit of a resurgence. I wonder if the Salt Lake City meta will be entirely different than we saw in Peoria. In Peoria, Lost Zone decks were super popular. Also, the Regis were more popular than anticipated. And now Arceus decks come out of the woodwork to prove themselves. Holy moly, we have an Arceus attachment of the turn. I cannot believe it. I really cannot believe it that this is happening. We also have access to the Gardevoir for protection. Alright, now we're up against Mew VMAX. Gardevoir, protect us please. Goodra over here. I really want to slap down another Arceus just because if this guy gets knocked out, it's gonna be super bad. I don't know if it's the Meloetta build. If it's the Meloetta build, we could be entirely... See, I'm just gonna put one Arceus down. I'm gonna attach to the one on the bench. And then hope that the opponent does not ruin our plan. Even though we have like Melony Quick Ball combo, which means we can of course get a water energy and the double turbo energy from the Starbirth. And Mew's probably not gonna slap down past turn 1, which is still great. Why am I setting up 2 Arceus? Good question. That's because I'm afraid of random Meloetta slapping us in the face. Fusion energy. What? Marnie? I'll take it. Even though our Arceus is gone, we might draw into a better supporter here. No! We got Marnie turn 1 by a Mew. That's what I get from overthinking it's the fusion energy build. Well, we still have Trinity Charge, I suppose, but this is bad. I wanted to slap this Mew in the face. We could still draw into Ultra Ball. We could still draw into Pokegear. We could still draw into Evolution Incense. Or Arceus V-Star raw in the hand. The way we like it. Okay, how? We're gonna be going for Arceus V-Star. We're gonna be going for flipping over that Starbirth counter. Let's freaking do this. Finding ourselves. Oh, caramba. Is the switch priced? That's bad. That feels bad. Okay, we take the rope. Taking the rope and taking the boss. Is that great? Probably yes, because that means we can take down the Mew. Let's take them down. There we go. We have the Goodra here to follow up as well. Gonna be getting that attachment over here. He doesn't know what he got. Actually, he could have actually like... He could give us the Oricorio, which he probably 100% of the time would give us. Give me Oricorio. He gives a Mew. Wow. He gives a Mew. I'll take that advantage because we have the boss. Well, like we only slapped 200, so that's pretty bad. I don't know if he's gonna be evolving all these Mews. I'm gonna save my boss at this point. I know he can get an attack off, but he probably has like bazillion chromomatics and ways to get this energy back regardless. So I'll take it. I'll just slap damage here. And yeah, the boss would have not mattered because of Oricorio here. Super cleverly played by the opponent, but let's just take some metals and water. Yeah, metals and water seems great to me. Accelerating them all onto the Goodra. And then Goodra will have to finish off. Like this one is damaged. He's probably not going to be evolving it. And that means we can boss it up next turn. Yeah, the Oricorio is kind of annoying. Switch cards not mattering too much here. Choice belt. That's 210. Would still need 3 more modifiers. Because they are playing the DTE build. Like with 2 modifiers, yeah, they're at 270. So they will need to play all their tablets down, and we still have the Moisture Star on top of it. I think it's going to be pretty hectic for the opponent. Also, an 80 reduction could be super nice. Depends on if they're playing like Echoing Horror stuff. This guy needs to evolve ASAP. We just gotten that boss's orders because the Oricorio play was super annoying. Alright, it's going to go for the Arceus right there. I like that a lot. I actually like that a lot. I'm actually going to be attacking with Goodra now. We're gonna be bossing up. Like this Oricorio is kind of annoying. We don't run Choice Belt. They are still needing Power Tablets. Already Cross Switchers down the drain, giving us Genesect. Cross Switcher again. No, they just literally give us Genesect. Wow. Okay. Attachment, retreat, start swinging, right? Retreat and start swinging with the Goodra. Let's go. Could have also gotten out the other Goodra here, but I'm not gonna be doing that quite yet. Let's go. Rolling Iron, knocking out the Mew. We get some prize cards. The switch card is gone and double the cross switcher as well, so this is great. We have the Hyper Potion here as well. 80 reduction. He's never gonna be able to knock out this Goodra, and even if he slaps out enough damage, like this guy literally has, if he doesn't cross switcher boss me, he has 350. There is no way in hell the Mew can get there, even if he plays down all the tablets simultaneously. Maybe. Okay, he's just gonna boss up the Arceus, which is the easiest thing to do, right? And we still have 2 boss's orders remaining. Okay. So we've taken the first 2 prize cards. Maybe we should focus on this little Oricorio so we can boss. Maybe that could have been a way out. Like bossing up Oricorio, and then... yeah, we only have 1 more boss remaining after that. Okay, Mew VMAX could still go for Psychic Leaps here and there. And also, yeah, we have 350 and the reduction of Gardevoir, so that's like 370. 1 tablet down the drain, feels super nice. Cross Switcher again? On the Goodra? Is he gonna play all his tablets? Rocky Helmet? What's going on here? This guy needs to slap for 380 in order to... oh no, he can switch around it. Yeah, that's perfectly true. That's perfectly true. The effect is gone, but he still wasn't able to get there. 230. We already utilized our V-Star, so Moisture Star is not an option. Moisture Star is not an option. That's pretty bad. At this point, we will save these energies. We will switch around to Arceus. There we go. We can still attack with some Arceus here as well. But having some Goodras here is super nice. Does he have Boss's orders left? That's the question, right? We can Evolution Instance and make it really hard for the opponent to do anything. We can Hyper Potion this damage away. We still don't have Crystal Cave either. Don't want to put all these liabilities in play where he can just boss, but he has played down 4 cross switchers, which is great. Super nice to see. We can attack this guy, then he's probably gonna have to rely on something else. I think I'll just utilize this to make ourselves less of a liability. We can have this attachment of the turn, but I'll wait. I think we also have Ordinary Rod, right? We can attack and thin out the deck here. Then maybe if he balls up this Goodra, the other Goodra can then swing. I want to make it hard for the opponent. So let's just Trinity Nova. What do we have? 1, 2. 2 energies on the Arceus. So we have an army of Arceus. I'm fine with that. There's no weak Pokemon in our discard pile, so Echoing Horn shenanigans won't work either. He can still max it. Okay. Goodra, say goodbye. Say goodbye, Goodra. And he's gonna get back some Boss's orders. Yeah. Opponent really likes them Boss's orders. That means we can no longer get out the goo. I wonder if he has... Yeah, there's a Drapion in there as well. Ultra Ball, the second Mew VMAX could appear. And we could also draw into our Boss's orders. He could still Psychic Leap into the deck, which is super annoying for this Goodra. Mew VMAX doesn't have an endless amount of boss, so maybe we can play around that. The Palpad has already been utilized. He maybe has like Silene to get Palpad back, so he has more boss's orders. Dang it, Mew is still great. We can still trap them, right? Double DTE right there. All the switch outs gone. Maybe we just boss Genesect and be done with it. Choice Belt. Lost City is gonna be putting Goodra into the Lost Zone. Doesn't have to forget. Like, he's now slapping 80. 80, 60. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. It is enough. 7 cards left in the deck. Can we outlast the opponent here? Double switch card gone. 4 cross switchers gone. I don't see Silene anywhere. Maybe Silene is priced. It only takes 2 prize cards for this one. Yo, Goodra, say goodbye. And he has like so many bosses orders, so we are not able to slap down any Goodras anymore. Come on, bosses orders. Ultra Ball can get us absolutely nothing. Yikes. We could Quick Ball, get the Goodra off. He can still... It's in the Lost Zone, so... It's gonna have to wait. We really need to draw very well here, so I'm actually just gonna go for Quick Ball. Find our little Goodra friends, and then maybe we draw into... There's 2 bosses orders there. 2 bosses orders. Trinity Nova. He could still... I don't think he's gonna Marnie again. There's no place for a Psychic Leap. Ladies and gentlemen, no room for Psychic Leap. He needs to attack with any of these. So I'm actually just going to go... Like, Goodra can still utilize it if he has the Ordinary Rod, right? We have an energy in hand. If we utilize 2 of them, we can Hyper Potion, but it's not going to be working out too well. So, but it is going to maximize our chances to find Balsasaurus. Do we need Balsasaurus in a situation like this? Or we want to set up another Goodra? He still has 2 Balsasaurus left as well. If we retreat, this guy gets knocked out, which is super bad. Hyper Potion could also still be a way out. I'll wait for now. The Rocky Helmet. YOLO. That's some YOLO behavior right there. 260. Having access to some more tablets. 1 tablet down the drain. Pokestop as well. He could find his Echoing Horn there. Random Rocky Helmet. Marnie. Well, I'm glad with this Marnie. Because we will draw... he maybe can one-shot using all of his tablets. We have a research here. That's super nice. There's still boss trapping capabilities. Another tablet, that's double the tablets. And the Choice Belt, that does get the KO here. Double Mew, he doesn't have a Mew left. This opponent doesn't have a Mew left, so he would need to use Echoing Horn and Boss. Wow, I'm very surprised. And also the Choice Belts are equipped perfectly. What to do? We could find our Ordinary Rod with Pokestop. We need to find an energy, right? We don't have an energy. Ultra Ball getting these away. If we slap down Goodra, he can just boss that up. He still has access to more tablets, so that is not gonna be the trick here. Yeah, it's gonna be Arceus against the world for sure. I'm taking the Goodra VSTAR. I don't know if I should go for Pokestop. Pokestop can get us Ordinary Rod, but also could discard some of our energies. I'll leave the Pokestop as it is and go for the research. Can still draw later. Okay, we have the energy. That's nice. Energy here. There we go. Also, we need to save our Bossasaurus, which are all in the deck. Attachment here. We have Melonies. Melonies are nice to just get some stuff back. We need to maximize our chances, right? There's still one Goodra in there. Melony attachment can get us some more stuff. Yeah, maximize the chances to draw boss. If we use Pokestop and don't draw boss, it's gonna be bad. But at this point, it's only attacker, right? A rope is also an option, I suppose. Do we Pokestop here or not? Trinity Nova. We take 3 prize cards, that's nice, and we can Hyper Potion. Let's put all the energies onto our Arceus and then try to heal it off like crazy. Yeah, big charm on top of it. Okay, there's a 280 HP monstrosity in the opponent. He could Echoing Horn boss tablets, and that's something I'm really afraid of right now, and that would be played really well. He still stick to 2 prize cards. Okay, Rotom Phone, 1 card left in the opponent's deck. What is the last card? Is that the Echoing Horn? He also gave up on the boss's orders. Like, there's 2 boss's orders down the drain again, which is super, super great. Double Oricorio? Lost City? Yo! With the Gardevoir, we have 300 HP technically. So he would need all the modifiers in the world. Could not even save him from this obscurity. Silene tells us 1 card in deck. We have double the Poke Gear, which will find us the boss. The boss will... There's the Echoing Horn, but no boss. That's 240 in total. Oh, there's an Arceus. Yeah, that's still 240 in total. What? Cross Switcher again? No. He was hoping for the Cross Switcher heads. He only has 1 card in his deck. Double the boss in the discard pile. Palpad in the discard pile. Double Silene Tails. Helped him out a tiny bit, but I think this is game. This Arceus with 280 HP with their Gardevoir actually is 300 HP. It's too much for the Mew to handle, and we win the game. So in this game, Goodra was just destroyed by Cross Switcher boss plays, which is sometimes things that could happen. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of the Goodra VSTAR though. If you enjoyed it, be sure to let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. Helps out in ridiculous ways. I'm always super grateful if you would do so. Go check out our sponsors, BoattownStore.com, the best place to get TCGO code cards. Get them codes while they're fresh. You can get 5% off on everything on the website. Get yourself the Goodra deck or something else. There's so many great decks right now in the format. It's a healthy format. Go check out cardmarket.com. If you're a European player, you can buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. Use the referral name TCG to help support the channel. There's Dragon Shield for your sleeves, binders, and deck boxes. There's links down below for people from the US and people from Europe, so you have separate links. Use them wisely and get, of course, the best sleeves available for your new deck. And there's also yourplaymat.com, ships worldwide. To create your own custom playmat from scratch, you can get 10% off by clicking the link down below. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys sooner rather than later. Peace.